Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. We're outside our local Harbor Freight. Today we're gonna be talking about flush cut dikes, okay? We got the Knipex here. These were meant for plastic, but you could also cut soft wire with them, which I have. That's a made in German product. We got the snap-on flush cut, soft wire and plastic zip tie dikes. And we also now have the Icon plastic zip tie and soft wire flush cut dike. So we're gonna go home, do some side-by-side comparison, show you guys just the differences between the three, what we like, what we don't like, what we wish they had, stuff like that. So see you back at the house. All right, so let's talk about it for a little bit. First one up, because I think it's kind of like a fan favorite, is gonna be these Knipex, the part number 7201140. Again, made in Germany. It has some spring action here. I've had these for a handful of months. You can see not really a lot of rust. I don't use them for a lot of different things outside of pretty much what they were intended for, which is flush cutting, right? So let's get a zip tie out here. Just kind of show you. I'm gonna do this with a handful of these. But look, so here's a zip tie. Okay, and it's meant to literally just cut it flush. So if in this situation here, I pull the zip tie through, say I have a cable that ends right about there. Everyone knows how these things feel against the skin, right? Very abrasive, cuts your skin like you wouldn't believe. Well, if you get down and close, these Knipex get right up against it, almost no problem. Apparently, a lot of bicyclists or people that work on bicycles love these things, okay? But look, that's pretty flush, pretty flush. It doesn't hurt at all to rub your hand across it. It literally does cut it flush. What I like about them is the spring action. There's a nice little spring action there. It fits darn near in the palm of your hand, a little bit longer on one spot, but the fact is you can still get into some tight spots and do what you got to do with it. Now let's go ahead with the snap-on. The snap-on also has a little bit of a spring action behind it, only I feel like it's an internal spring built within the mechanism. How exactly they did it, I don't know, but they are a lot smaller. They do fit in the palm of your hand very well. And if we needed to flush cut something, you can see we can get right up against it. Right up against it, no problem. Flush cut that. Just ever so slight little bit here at the end. But I can just kind of clean it up a little bit and it's gone. So really, these work out really well. I do like the handle thickness on these versus the Knipex. The Knipex, I like it okay. I do not dislike it. Actually, I like a little bit of a thinner handle, but in this situation, I do feel like the handle on the Knipex just a little bit longer than I feel like is necessary for flush cutting plastic zip ties and small wire. I think Snap-on kind of got it right here with the right amount of thickness, the right amount of grip of the handle. Overall, it feels quite comfortably well. The part number is P88150RA. Now we're going to go over to the Icon, okay? The Icon, though not spring-loaded, is balanced as such to where it would open up for you. So even if you were in a situation where you needed it to just kind of sag, it will open itself back up. Now let's push the zip tie through, and we'll give a flush cut to the zip tie. I've never used these. This is the first time use for the zip tie, so let's just see. It cuts quite nicely, to be honest. You can kind of hear that difference, really. Hang on. It's relatively sharp. I'm going to say it's sharp. Snap on. Kind of hear that little pop. Knipex. Kind of hear that little pop. Icon. You don't really hear that pop. So I'm not really sure what's going on there outside of maybe they're just sharper. I don't know. I will tell you one of the things that I wasn't a huge over-the-top fan of was the fact that it didn't have some kind of spring tension behind it. That was one. Two, I felt like they were a little bit too thick given what they were intended for, what they were made for, as far as the handle goes. But I'm not completely disappointed by it. Like I said, there's definitely some size variance. I mean, if you look at the Snap-on, in comparison to the Icon, and I'll try to make it as fair as I can by bringing it as close as I can. Okay, there's some length difference for sure. There is some head difference for sure at the head, okay? The Icon's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit longer in comparison to our friends over in Deutschland, okay? The Knipex a little bit wider, where the icon does have a closer resemblance to the Snap-on, but almost 2 times the size. And lacking the spring. But aside from that, okay, very quite comfortable in the hand overall. Those of you that have bigger hands may prefer to have a bigger set of flush cut dikes. So between all three cost-wise, let's talk about cost. I do believe that the Icon flush cut dikes go for about $35, okay, from Harbor Freight. Download the Harbor Freight app so you can see. I do believe these Knipex one come in around $50. Check the description down below for the Amazon affiliate links. And the Snap-on ones, don't quote me, but I want to say they also run about $50 from the Snap-on tool truck. So if you're interested in either one of these products, that's how you can go about getting it, okay? Snap-on tool truck, obviously for the Snap-on, or order it through your student program. If you go to community college, Knipex, you can buy off your independent tool truck, or you can get it off Amazon with the link down below. See if I can't get you guys a coupon. And then the Icon, of course, you can go pick up from Harbor Freight. And I think that somebody had said they do have some 20% off coupons coming up for the Christmas sales stuff. So be looking for that. You're going to have to go to the store to see if they knock 20% off, because remember, now it's automatic, so you won't get a coupon in the mail. There might be a digital one for Icon products specifically or exclusively on the app. So download the Harbor Freight app or go into the store. Check it out. That's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks as always for watching my channel. If you guys have a preference in any one of these, if there was something that you liked about one over the other, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.